It is close to 6:20 and time now for What's Trending. Well, a big-eyed traveler got himself stuck inside New York's Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Check this out. This little saw-whet owl has been stuck inside the iconic tree for what's believed to be at least 3 days. A wildlife center director says that he was without food and water for those days, so that's why they wanted him to see a vet, and they hydrated him, they fed him because he was really hungry. The truck driver who drove the 75-foot Norway spruce from Oneonta to New York City found that lucky owl and named him appropriately Rockefeller. And he was just stuck staring right at him as he was setting up the Christmas tree. They believe the soft boughs of the tree helped cushion his ride. And once he is fully recovered at the Ravensbeard Wildlife Center, Rockefeller will be released back into the wild. But guys, how adorable is he, first of all? And also, can you imagine, I think probably the gentleman who was transporting the tree was probably just as shocked to see the owl as the owl was to see him once everything was set up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're right. Absolutely incredibly cute owl. I think they are some of my favorite, cutest birds. It was actually my school mascot in college, so I have a little bit of a love for owls there. But yeah, it's a really, really cool story, and glad to see that they're taking care of him. They're getting him back to health, and he'll be released back out into the wild.
Yeah, great to see that too. And in fact, a little bit of a twist too. I have seen one of these owls in person before here in Rhinelander. Wild Instincts, they're caring for one of these kinds of owls over there when I last was over there doing a story. So it's really cool to just kind of hear them like, oh hey, I recognize that owl. So that was really cool to kind of notice that.
Wow. Well, that's awesome, and that definitely seems like probably a first time that's ever happened. There's a first time for everything, and several first times might have happened yesterday when a handful of officially amazing individuals broke Guinness World Records ahead of Guinness World Records Day 2020. A roller skater from London managed to achieve her goal of 2 brand new Guinness World Records titles: most cartwheels on roller skates in 1 minute with 30, and most spins on e-skates in 1 minute with 70, whatever e-skates are. In Japan, 2 people completed the most alternate skips by a pair in 30 seconds with 1 rope with 71 skips. Meanwhile, the Chinese man, who at 105 years and 58 days old, became the oldest person to paraglide tandem. So how about that? In Abu Dhabi, a 23-year-old broke the record for the longest ramp jump on a wakeboard with an impressive 68 feet. And a magician in England achieved the Guinness World Record title for the most magic tricks underwater in 3 minutes with 20 tricks. So how about that? Congratulations to all those world record holders. And I'm really intrigued by some of these. Do either of you guys know what e-skates are? Because I haven't heard of those before.
I've never heard of them.
No, I haven't either. Yeah, I don't know about e-skates, but the funny thing to me too is just with all of these records, I think the majority of them are things that we would never even think about doing ourselves, right? You know, like we didn't even know they were a thing, but these people are coming up with these ideas and then getting recognition for them, which is fun.
It's very cool.
Maybe we should be the Daredevils and do like a world record, like a long newscast or something like that. That would be a little daredevilish. Many of you probably would say no way, but maybe we should.
I don't know. We'd have to maybe compete with some of the election coverage from this year that just seemed to last forever.
Yeah, right. It definitely feels like it lasted forever there. But one thing that definitely felt like it lasted forever was definitely some agony. But now that the agony is going away, and I'll tell you what I mean here. If you were one of the people a little frustrated, and I know I was, with a Peanuts game that would only be celebrating the holidays on Apple TV+, it's time to get your Charlie Brown dance on. Apple and PBS have inked a deal to show the beloved holiday specials on broadcast TV. This comes after online petitions that gathered from hundreds of thousands of signatures that were gathered. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving will air this weekend on November 22nd, and you can watch A Charlie Brown Christmas on December 13th. They'll also be commercial free. I know I like that sound too. If you have Apple TV+, you'll have multiple chances to stream the movies and catch all of Snoopy's shenanigans. I'm a happy camper now because I know this has been a tradition for decades, for a long time. And when I heard that news, I was kind of sad because it's just something that we all kind of got to enjoy, and now we get to enjoy it again.
Exactly. You know, I'm all about change. I understand the world's about change, but some things you need to keep the same. Don't mess with it. Don't break it. You know, if it's don't try to fix something if it's not broken. So I know a ton of people are really happy that those will be back on broadcast TV as well.
100% agree with you there. You know, this is an ever-evolving world. You know, we're way more digital now than we were just 10 years ago. But it is, you know, it goes to show that when people speak up and make their opinions heard, change can happen.
Yeah, and this is why you should always make your voices heard.